Maybe the case that not everybody knows that the title Patrick Moore 80 Not Out is a reference to cricket, one of your other passions. Do you get around to watching much cricket these days?
When I get the chance. Actually, I wrote that book originally when I was 80, which is 6 years ago.
6 years ago, yes.
I watch cricket when I can. I mean, up to only about 7 or 8 years ago, I was still playing.
Oh, I see.
My cricket bat's over there.
Oh, it is, yes.
I was not a batsman, I was a leg break bowler.
Yeah. Today is the final in the current series of Ashes.
Yes, indeed.
Are you going to be watching that?
Well, I have time. I have a Sky at Night meeting later on today, so I may not have time, but I would like to see it.
Okay. How do you think England are going to fare?
I'd like to say I hope England will win, but frankly, I don't think we will. I think Australia are a bit too strong. I may be wrong, I hope so.
Well, Flintoff is still likely to join
Flintoff
in.
is still there, his last match.
That's right, yeah.
I hope he comes off.
And it would be a tremendous conclusion to his
It would
match
indeed.
as well. Yes. Just on cricket, you've seen the introduction of 2020 matches and the Indian Premier League, all that new money coming into cricket. How do you feel about that?
I don't like limited over cricket because I'm a bowler. I don't like limited overs. I mean, I don't much like one-day internationals. I don't like 2020. No, I'm sorry, I prefer the old-fashioned test cricket and county matches.
Well, it's certainly something I agree with you on that. It's already happened to football, and let's look at how that's turned out. One of the things you're famous for is your terrific sense of humour. You've got, over the years, you've pulled many pranks. Thinking of the alignment of some planets and then asking everybody on the radio to jump up and down to see with the weightlessness.
I put my foot in it badly once. You remember there was a total eclipse in 1999?
Yes.
With them all from the West Country.
Uh-huh.
And I went on the local radio down there and said that a strike was taken. The eclipse was now postponed for 1 month. And the county council went bananas. That took a lot of living down.
And you also joined the Flat Earth Society.
I did. I went to one of their meetings. I did have a false beard on.
And I know that you were ill during your early days, between 6 and 16 or thereabouts. Now that's a time when a lot of the young boys are playful and pull pranks. Are you making up for lost time?
I think I am. You see, the point is, between 5 and 15, I was ill with a heart thing. That went public school for me. And then, of course, I emerged from that, was able to get around. Then the war came.
Mm.
Therefore, I trucked Cambridge. I have a Cambridge place ready, and flew with the RAF.
As a navigator, one of the things, you've been on television on many different programs. One of the occasions on the program called Room 101, yes, you were having a playful go at female presenters on the radio.
Yeah.
Do you still keep in touch with Heather Cooper?
I haven't seen Heather for a long time now. She's a qualified astronomer.
Yes, yes. But that women on radio as presenters...
There are too many of them.
Too many of them. You must have had...
But the point is, originally, radio and television was male-dominated. That was bad.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's female-dominated. That's bad. It should be an equal mix. It's not.
I see you're wearing your famous monocle.
It's a distant thing.
Right.
I put that in, my two eyes are equal.
Uh-huh.
I'm okay with it, but it does make a difference. It's not merely a display. It's very a genuine monocle, and it's useful.
Despite all the other difficulties you're having, are you able to observe with your eyesight's not too bad, really?
My eyes are very good.
Yeah.
But sadly, I can't get into my dome now. It's an old wartime spine injury, and that wrecks me. You know, my eyesight is very good for that, and I can read without glasses. It's just like that. If I put that in, just sharpens that one up very slightly, but it's marginal.
But not being able to observe, that must be one of the difficult things to get
Yes,
used to.
and I can't play the piano either, or help, or play the life. Richard spine thing really wrecked a lot of my life. I had a long run, so I can't really complain.
And that long run, you've included many careers in one. You're a presenter, you're a musician, you're an author and an astronomer. How do you regard yourself? Do you have one particular vocation in mind that you...
How to describe myself? I think I'm probably going to say either an astronomer or a writer. But when I was very young, I made up my mind the one thing I wanted to do was to write. Because I have. And I made a career out of that. But my education was completely knocked up. So we prep school, Eton, Cambridge. I never made any of them. So I missed out on a lot.
You've written about 70 books.
I know. Mainly astronomical. Yeah. At the moment I'm very busy revising my big data book, and that's taking a hell of a time.
And what is that, the big data book?
That was a big data book of astronomy. It was a big yellow book up there. It's compendium of facts, and many observers do have it as a reference, but it wants updating, and I'm doing that now. It'll take me another few months yet.
Right. And do you have any other projects in writing?
I wrote a book about May.
You write amply about how close you were to your mother. She was a trained opera singer and an artist. Do you have any artistic talent? Do you
Absolutely
paint?
None. I had the music, I had the art. I got the music, not the art. If I had one spark of ability in the art, I'd try to develop it. But I am so hopeless at no point.
Well, your mother published Mrs. Moore in Space at the age of 87, and you're only 86.
She was good. I was very close to her because I didn't marry because my girl was killed in the war. And therefore I didn't marry. I knew, and at 19, I knew that I wouldn't marry for that reason. And I was devoted to my mother, she was to me, so why split up?
Yeah.
We didn't.
Yeah. It's a wonderful... She lived here with you for a long time.
She died when she was 90.
Sky at Night. You are, for 52 years, probably a bit of a record. I think you are in the Guinness Book of Records.
That is a record. It's the longest running program of its kind anywhere in the world. A record that won't be beaten for a long time, if at all.
That's right, especially given the nature of the media these days.
I know.
What position you were in 57 just won't happen again.
I know.
So there won't be any more Patrick Moores in the future in that sense. Why is the Sky at Night so successful?
Because astronomy is something anyone can take an interest in. It's the one science where the amateur and professional work together. The Sky at Night is the cheapest thing on the air minute for minute. It goes on the air late. It gets in nobody's way. It's not controversial. Therefore it's nobody's anyway. We haven't ruled it for about 1 million times, so that's why it stays on the air.
And there's many generations. I remember as a youngster watching. It seems to have the same appeal no matter what age.
It does. I mean, astronomy does appeal to everybody. That's why the Sky at Night has gone on for so long.
And of course, the space exploration over the last decade or two has been in the headlines. Yesterday, there was a news story about Comet Will 2, I think it was.
Wilt.
Wilt 2.
Wilt.